Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another general collective energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. I'm picking up that there is somebody or some people that are about to be in a sticky situation. Or, like somebody, has put themselves in a sticky situation. That's for somebody, not everybody. But I keep seeing the angel number 811, y'all. I've seen it a lot within, like the past couple of days. I just saw it this morning. I happened, to look up at the clock, and it was actually 8:11. So we're going to look into this angel number 811 really quick just to see what's going on with it. Angel number 811 brings together the vibrations of number 8 and the energies of number 1, with number 1 appearing twice, amplifying the influences. Number 1 appearing twice also relates to the master number 11. Number 8 is associated with self-confidence, personal power and authority, giving and receiving, truth and integrity, practicality, dependability, and self-reliance, and manifesting positive abundance. Number 8 also relates to the concept of karma and the universal spiritual law of karma. Number 1 relates to assertiveness, independence and uniqueness, motivation, striving forward and new beginnings, positivity, and achieving success. Number 1 brings a reminder that we create our own reality and experiences with our thoughts and beliefs, and encourages us to step out of our comfort zone and step towards new directions and opportunities. Master number 11 is the number of the master teacher and resonates with illumination, enlightenment, inspirational, idealism, intuition, symbols, expression, and the catalyst, visionary, and the creative or the creativity. Angel number 811 suggests that you pay special attention to the repetitive thoughts and ideas, as they are revealing the answers to your prayers and are giving you intuitive guidance in regards to the next steps to take along your divine life path. Angel number 811 indicates that you are doing wonderful work and are on the right path in regards to your spirituality and soul mission. You are encouraged to continue on your present course. Angel number 811 is a sign that you have chosen your thoughts well and have made wise choices and decisions. It encourages you, It encourages you to maintain a positive attitude towards your life happenings and keep up your prayers, visualizations, and positive affirmations. You are reminded also that the emotion of gratitude will speed the process of your manifestations. So remember to acknowledge and be grateful for all the blessings entering your life. Angel number 811 brings a message not to rely upon others to define who you are, how you live your life, or what you are capable of. Set your own standards and do not allow others to make your choices and decisions for you. Step up and embrace your own powers of creation and direct your attention to what you want for your life, rather than react to what others may foist upon you. Build a strong connection with your true self, be your own voice, and be clear about who you are, what you want, and what works for you. Do not be afraid to exert your personal will in the direction of your passions and live your life according to your own personal truths and values. So, angel number 811 is a good number to see, good number to get. So I feel like that it's about self. It's time, for somebody, to like focus on themselves, or it's time for somebody, to go back, to focusing on themselves. Maybe, like somebody, has, like opened up, and started to, put focus on other things, or people or places. And maybe, it's time for somebody, to, just get back, to themselves. Because that's really what I'm picking up with that angel number 811. Somebody could be single. because I just saw the 9 of Pentacles. So somebody could be single, you know. For somebody, you know, could, yeah, like come in contact, you know, with, yeah, like the right one, you know, or, yeah, the one. But going back to, you know, somebody coming in contact with the right one, it's giving me, you know, like somebody, you know, that they feel like they can play with other people, you know, and nothing will happen, or, you know, somebody, you know, is just used to, you know, playing with people's feelings and emotions, you know, and yeah, like they come across the right one, you know. So it's kind of like somebody, you know, would meet their match, if that makes any sense. I mean, somebody, you know, again, could meet their match as far as, you know, the one, but I feel like somebody, you know, could like meet their match, you know, like somebody that they can't defeat. Somebody's also it's going to be brought to somebody's attention that they need to put their guard up, or, you know, they need to, you know, like protect themselves. This could be spiritually, physically, or both. So let's just hop in, y'all, and see what's going on. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we got stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Y'all see how, like, she's already out the building, but, you know, she's, like, just now putting her jacket on. So I feel like that, yeah, like, somebody, you know, was already prepared for something. So this could be, you know, like somebody's ancestors, you know, have gotten them prepared for this, you know, for a long time. And so, you know, yeah, like somebody has been ready, you know, for whatever this is that's about to take place. So there's also somebody that, yeah, they're ready to handle business for sure. So this could be, you know, like a real business, you know. So somebody, you know, could start a business, or this is like, you know, like somebody, you know, like somebody's sales increasing, or, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, just going back to focusing on themselves, you know, handling business when it comes to themselves. But behind this, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. It's the Dark Abyss card. So it goes back to what I channeled as far as somebody or some people. Yeah, it's getting ready to get real uncomfortable for somebody or some people. But somebody needs to know that something is over. Something is over. Somebody definitely, yeah, could receive some support. And it could be, you know, when it comes to, you know, like a business. There also could be, you know, like a relationship, you know, that could be over, but, you know, it could be because two people realize, you know, that they're more, you know, it would benefit them more, you know, like to, you know, like be business partners or be friends. Wow. So let's just hop in and see what's going on. Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody could be an entertainer, because that's the card that flipped over. Somebody could be a singer. Somebody definitely, yeah, could like go to karaoke, or, you know, like karaoke. Or somebody, you know, could be, you know, like going to karaoke for the first time, because that's what I'm picking up as well. I love karaoke. But yeah, but it's giving me too, you know, like, yeah, like somebody's show is over. So somebody, you know, yeah, putting on a show, fronting, acting like, you know, they love somebody, or acting like, you know, they want to, you know, build something with somebody, start a business with somebody, and yeah, I feel like it's over. Yeah, somebody's show is over. Yeah, something is definitely, yeah, taking a toll. Something is taking a toll on somebody. This could be, you know, like a relationship. This could be, you know, a friendship. This could be, you know, like a business, you know. This could be a job. But something definitely, yeah, is taking a toll on somebody. Something, yeah, could be over, you know, before, you know, like, yeah, like somebody gets pulled down into a dark abyss as well. So, you know, it could, going back to, yeah, it could be brought to somebody's attention, you know, like that they need to protect themselves. Because it could be, yeah, from like energy vampires, you know, psychic vampires. And so I feel like that, yeah, when, you know, it's brought to somebody's attention, I feel like because somebody, you know, stays ready so they don't have to get ready, because somebody was already prepared, you know, for, yeah, situations like this. I feel like that, you know, it's kind of like, it could be, you know, like, yeah, like the confirmation, or, you know, like the prayer answered, you know, for somebody, you know, to, yeah, like focus on themselves, or, you know, yeah, do something, you know, that they like to do, or, you know, whatever have you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, divine guidance is at the bottom of the deck. So somebody definitely is being divinely guided. But I feel like while somebody's on their path, being divinely guided down their path, there could be some stuff, some people, you know, some places, you know, that could be taking a toll on somebody. There definitely is somebody that could be trying to milk somebody, you know, so milk somebody, you know, of their money, milk somebody of, you know, their energy, you know, their love, you know. But this is somebody that, yeah, like they don't reciprocate the energy. They don't reciprocate the money. They don't reciprocate the love. Mm-hmm. I'm also picking up too, when it comes to, you know, like motherhood or fatherhood for somebody. I mean, it could be taking a toll on somebody, but I mean, being a parent ain't easy. Yeah, thirsty boots. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something ain't clinked in the milk. Mm-hmm. But this is, yeah, the unbothered, unfazed card that came out. Somebody, yeah, definitely, you know, could have a dream. And their dream, you know, could reveal something. But this is also, too, you know, like somebody's, you know, like has a dream. So, you know, somebody, you know, wants to, they could be, you know, in their 30s or 40s, and they want to go back to, you know, college to be, you know, to get their doctorate, to become a doctor. And so, yeah, like that dream, you know, is going to manifest. For somebody, you know, or whatever, you know, the dream is. It could be to be an entertainer, you know. That dream is definitely, yeah, going to manifest. So something, yeah. But I feel like that somebody was already prepared, you know, for whatever this is that's about to take place. Mm-hmm. There also could be some stuff, you know, that could be going on behind somebody's back. So, like, if somebody, you know, is in a relationship, you know, like somebody could be sleeping at night, you know, because they got to get up and go to work. The other person definitely, yeah, could be doing something, you know, that, yeah, like, that's, yeah, they don't have no integrity. They don't have no loyalty to somebody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the checking your temperature card came out, but it came out in the reverse. I'm going to put it back. But yeah, so somebody ain't going to be able to check somebody's temperature. First of all, somebody ain't sick. Somebody ain't crazy. So whatever somebody's thinking or feeling, yeah, somebody's intuition is right, and somebody needs to trust their intuition. But yeah, like somebody's not going to be able to check somebody's temperature. Mm-hmm. So this is like, yeah, like somebody trying to see, you know, like where somebody's head is, or, you know, trying to see, you know, how somebody feels. I feel like yeah, like either somebody, you know, was already going to, you know, express how they feel, and so it's kind of like, you know, like repetitive for somebody, you know, to, yeah, like say it again how they feel, or, you know, what's going on. And so, yeah, like somebody could just, you know, like dead, you know, like the whole situation. Mm-hmm. There's also somebody that wants something to take a toll on somebody, but somebody, yeah, they ain't losing no sleep. Mm-hmm. Somebody sleeping well at night. Maybe that's why, maybe, you know, yeah, like because something is not taking a toll on somebody, you know, the person that, you know, is sleeping, you know, like well at night. It could be, you know, like taking a toll on the other person, you know, because it's kind of like, wow, you know, they're not crying over me, or, you know, they're not mad about them losing that job, or, you know, whatever it is. I definitely do feel like how somebody, you know, is in this unbothered, unfazed energy. It definitely, yeah, could be taking a toll on somebody. Mm-hmm. Somebody's emotions definitely, yeah, could be bottled up. Somebody could be bottling up their emotions. Mm-hmm. I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, needs to you know, like release, you know, release. Somebody, you know, could be releasing some music. Yeah, the 2 reading cards flipped over. So something about, yeah, somebody getting multiple readings. Mm-hmm. The real love card definitely slipped in the reverse. So yeah, real love. So I mean, yeah, fake love. So there's some fake love out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could like have a conversation, you know, like with a kid, you know, and tell a kid like they're not, you know, like their parent. So this could be a kid that's been adopted, you know, or this could be, you know, like a kid, you know, like they thought that, you know, like a masculine energy was their father, but it's not. I feel like somebody has been dealing with a lot. Somebody has been dealing with a lot, and I feel like like it's over with. But I feel like that while somebody's life is about to, you know, like be made comfortable, there could be some other people, you know, like it's about to, you know, like get uncomfortable for some people. It's about to get rough for some people. Yeah, the Creating Illusions card came out. Somebody definitely, could be doing some type of spell work, you know, while somebody's sleeping as well. You know, possibly to try to affect, you know, somebody's sleep. Or to, you know, block somebody from dreaming, or, you know, cause somebody to have, you know, like nightmares. But I feel like there could be, you know, like some illusions that's being created like all around somebody. And I feel like for somebody, like in their dreams, you know, it's going to be revealed. It could be, you know, like some people, you know, could be revealed in somebody's dreams. Or, you know, like somebody could find out the truth, you know, when it comes to, you know, like somebody's dreams. For somebody, it could be taking a toll on somebody as far as, you know, like them being single. So it's kind of like somebody, you know, could be tired of being single, you know, but, you know, like they're not expressing it, so they're not complaining about it, you know, but the Most High God knows our heart. So this is like, you know, like somebody, you know, acting like that they're unbothered and unfazed, you know, but really, you know, they're bothered and fazed, but, you know, they don't complain about it, you know. I won't complain. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, so I was hearing a song in my head, and it's called I Won't Complain. I think several people, you know, have their own rendition of this song, but this specific song is by Reverend Paul Jones. Somebody's name could be Paul, somebody's last name could be Jones. But it says, I've had some good days, I've had some hills to climb, I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. When I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. Sometimes the clouds are low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord, Lord, why so much pain? But he knows what's the best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. The Lord has been so good to me. He's been good to me, more than this old world or you could ever be. He's been so good to me. He dried all of my tears away, turned my midnights into day. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I've been lied on, but thank you, Lord. I've been talked about, but thank you, Lord. I've been misunderstood, but thank you, Lord. You might be sick, body reeking with pain, but thank you, Lord. The bills are due, don't know where the money coming from, but thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I want to thank God. God has been good to me. He's been so good to me, more than this old world or you could ever be. So somebody, you know, could be feeling that way, you know. Either somebody, you know, has already, you know, like gone through, you know, like some stuff, or, you know, like somebody, you know, has gone through some stuff, you know, and they could be still going through some stuff. This is really giving me, you know, like chosen one energy. Because, you know, chosen ones, you know, they go through, you know, the valley of the shadow of death, you know, and they're not supposed to fear anything that comes with it, you know, because, they were prepared for this. Wow. What's taking a toll? The Tower. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with an L. Somebody definitely, could be taking an L. So somebody creating illusions, they're about to take an L. Or whoever it is that's creating illusions, they're about to take an L. But There's a storm brewing. There's a big, yeah, a big tower moment. There's a big change that's about to take place. So it makes sense why I picked up that somebody or some people, yeah, they're about to be real uncomfortable. These could be people, that were comfortable, or, yeah, like, they could be comfortable, because somebody, could take care of them, or it goes back to, yeah, these energy vampires, yeah. So there could be some energy vampires that could be being exposed, around somebody. So there could be somebody that thinks, that somebody is the one. You know what I mean? And whoever this is that thinks that they're the one, they could have, yeah, been taking somebody for granted. And so with that being said, yeah, like it goes from somebody, being the one to, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like being the right one, So yeah, like right person, wrong game. But there could be, yeah, like a storm, that could be, like taking a toll on somebody or some people. I when it comes to, like physical storms, yeah, these storms, are definitely, yeah, taking a toll on people. People are losing, everything, and it's not just, like a one-time thing. There are people, that have dealt with 5 tornadoes within the last month, and so, yeah, like they literally, start building back up only, yeah, for them to lose it again, and, things of that nature. So that could be, like what could, be going on, in somebody's life. But I feel like that's over. So it's no more, like building up, to be torn down, or building up, to, yeah, like let others, like tear you down. It's time for, yeah, you to focus on you, or it's time to, yeah, get back to you. But there is a big change, yeah, that's about to take place. And there is a storm brewing. Unbothered and unfazed. Somebody possibly, yeah, could sleep through a storm. Or this is like, or this is like, like somebody, knowing, that, yeah, like, the Most High God, is going to, like calm the storm, yeah. This is also too, yeah, like somebody commanding, like the storm to cease. Wow. Something about, yeah, gospel music. I don't know, if somebody, listens to gospel music, to like get them through, what they're going through. Or maybe, like, yeah, like somebody, would benefit, with like using some, listening to some type of gospel music. But something about church as well. So I just channeled another song, which is called I Told the Storm. And it is by Greg O'Quinn and Joyful Noise. But it says, even though your winds blow, I want you to know, you cause me no alarm. 'Cause I'm safe in his arms. Even though your rain falls, I can still make this call. Let there be peace. Now I can say, go away. I command you to move today. Because of faith, I have a brand new day. The sun will shine and I will be okay. That's when I told the storm. I told the storm to pass. Storm, you can't last. Go away. I command you today. Storm, when God speaks, you don't have a choice in the matter. Storm, you've got to cease. That's what I told the storm. Wind stop blowing. Flood stop flowing. Lightning stop flashing. Breakers stop dashing. Darkness go away. Clouds move away. That's what I told the storm. Death can't shake me. Job can't make me. Bills can't break me. You can't drown me. 'Cause my God surrounds me. That's what I told the storm. The next card that came out was this serious card. So somebody is serious about somebody's ancestors. And yeah, the Most High God, we just heard what that song, said. So the Most High God is definitely serious about somebody. But I feel like it's because the Most High God knows how serious somebody is about the Most High God. Wow. And then the On the Road Again card came out. So somebody definitely could be on the road again. But yeah, with this, like sleeping like a baby with this on the road again, somebody definitely could be, like astro traveling. Somebody, could astro travel to somebody, but somebody definitely, is astro traveling while they're sleeping. Give me one for this creating illusions. Somebody definitely, needs to, like stand up for themselves, But this could be, like just being silent. You know how, you beat, like a loud talking person? Yeah, you just stay silent. You know how you beat, like somebody, that, like wants to be the center of attention? You stand in the corner, and let them, be the center of attention and make a fool out of themselves. So it's something about, the way that somebody reacts, or, like the way, that somebody does something. Creating illusions. This literally could be, commanding, using, their godly power, This could be, through prayer. Praise and worship is what I just heard. I feel like somebody needs to let some stuff out. But I feel like, it could be through prayer. It could be through, singing, because, singing is a form of healing, I feel like, but I feel like somebody, like knows, like what they need to do, when it comes to, commanding, the storm to cease, or, commanding, whatever's going on in their life to go away. But I feel like somebody, could have already done it, because that's the energy that I picked up, at the beginning, like something is over. So somebody's storm could be over, Yeah. This is the Chaos, Havoc, and Pandemonium card. This is the Obstacles and Challenges card. So there's a lot of people, or there are some people, that, could be creating illusions, around somebody. And it could be, this could be, like people, throwing, pity parties, because of this or because of that. And so somebody, like takes on other people's burdens and, all type of stuff. Yeah, that somebody, didn't have to do, but they did out of kindness of their heart. Yeah. All the burdens, all the stress, everything, that somebody has been going through. I feel like the Most High God is definitely, definitely dealing with it. Somebody's prayers are definitely, going to be answered for sure. Or they're already being answered, because it goes back to, like somebody, already prepared, Somebody was already prepared for the storm. So it's kind of like, like somebody closed their windows, somebody, tied down, their chairs or whatever they needed to do, so that stuff won't be flying around and whoop the whoop, and somebody went in there and went to sleep, and let it storm, let it lightning, let it thunder, or whatever have you. So I feel like like there could be some people, that they're not ready, for like this storm. They possibly, could be like, well, why do I have to go through this, but they've watched somebody go through, like a whole 10 years worth of hell, and like somebody didn't complain. Why is this tower here? Somebody definitely, could light a candle on somebody. So somebody, could be doing candle magic while somebody's sleeping. Wow. Somebody possibly, they could have, like, be having difficulty with like holding on, to like past issues. But I feel like somebody, like needs to have faith, that like all the struggles, all the hardship, is gonna, it's gonna dissipate. It's over, or it's about to be over. But somebody possibly, could be, like kind of lacking faith, that, like, their dreams, are going to come true. Or, this could be, like somebody coming in contact, with the right person. I don't know. Somebody, could be in denial. But it goes back to, what I was saying, like somebody, acting unbothered and unfazed, but they're really bothered and fazed. But there could be some candle magic that definitely, could be taking a toll on somebody or some people, whoever did it. Why is this serious here? Somebody possibly, yeah, could be, like serious about, like some type of commitment. But maybe, like somebody, yeah, like, it could be because of somebody's past, but it could also be too, what somebody, could be showing somebody. So it's kind of like somebody says that they want a commitment, but, they're not showing somebody that they want a commitment, they could be, yeah, like, showing somebody, like something different, than, yeah, like what they're saying. So yeah, like their words and their actions, yeah, don't match up. There's also somebody that, yeah, like they could have denied, yeah, yeah, Peter, ye of little faith. So something about, yeah, denying Christ. So somebody, could have denied Christ, or yeah, could have just denied, the belief, of what, like Christ can do for them in their life, or that's what somebody is doing. But I really feel like like whoever this is in this unbothered and phased energy, like they know, yeah, who, they know who Jesus is, they know what the Most High God can do. But of course, the Most High God, basically, like gave the Spirit, God's Spirit, imparted it into Jesus. And so if we are the, descendants of, Jesus, those that, believe in Jesus, then of course we embody that power. And so, yeah, there's an agreement, that, yeah, like somebody has made with the Most High God, And so, yeah, that agreement stands, for life. This could be, like somebody, yeah. Let me not go there. But somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like the promise sticks. So there could be, like the devil, could be trying to, yeah, like create illusions to make somebody think that, that God is not going to keep the promise, that was made, or God's not going to, answer somebody's prayers or whatever have you. It could be too somebody, doing this candle magic, to, yeah, like play with somebody's mind, to cause somebody, to lack faith or, be in denial. Wow. Why is this cargo ship here? Yeah, look at the snake. Temptation. Somebody's a liar out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have taken an oath to lie. I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, I don't know. This is probably not for everybody, but somebody definitely, yeah, could have taken some type of agreement, to possibly, yeah, like try to poison, like somebody. Or somebody, yeah, they could have, like taken some type of oath, or some type of pledge, to, yeah, like do some dark stuff to somebody. But, we know the promise, the Most High God will bring us out of the dark, into the light. I don't know if there are some people, that, yeah, like they know that they done, messed up when they decided to take some type of oath or agreement. And now, they want to come to the light side. But that's not always possible. And I'm just keeping it real, It just depends on, yeah, what somebody has done, yeah, like it just depends on, yeah, the Most High God. There could be some people that, yeah, like they can't go to the Most High God. Everybody can't go to the Most High God because, yeah, they've already, denied the Most High God multiple times, and the Most High God is like, say less, where I know where you want to be, So it goes back to, yeah, like a commitment here. Somebody, yeah, acting like that they want a commitment with somebody, but no. Somebody possibly, yeah. There's somebody that thinks that they can't get pregnant as well. That possibly, like could get pregnant. But this is somebody, that, yeah, like they really, they've given up on it. They've given up. And somebody definitely, yeah, could find out, that they're pregnant. Or, yeah, when somebody, engages, in the adult activities, yeah, they can find out that they're pregnant. Yeah. Somebody has old school ways of thinking. So time is running out for somebody. And for somebody, death is near. And basically, yeah, somebody's enemy is time. Somebody's somebody's life has been turned upside down. But yeah, the hourglass has been turned upside down. So for somebody, yeah, time is up. But for somebody else, yeah, it's a new beginning. Yep. So somebody possibly, yeah, could feel like that they're under pressure. But somebody could feel like that they're under pressure to prove themselves, you know. But it goes back to, yeah, angel number 811. Prove it to yourself, you know. So somebody needs to, yeah, prove it to themselves. This is giving me, you know, like, yeah, I don't like, yeah, it's giving me like follower energy, not you know, leader energy. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be waiting on something. They could be feeling distressed and uncertain. But it goes back to, yeah, something taking a toll on somebody. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have taken some type of pledge or some type of agreement, you know, to, yeah, like air out some dirty laundry or something like that. Something about, yeah, some gossip. Yeah. There's somebody that possibly thinks that something is not over. There definitely, yeah, could be like a past person, you know, that thinks that something is not over. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have done some type of candle magic, you know, to try to, yeah, like, you know, like keep somebody or, you know, keep somebody stuck mentally so that they can't move forward. But there is somebody that, yeah, like they're committed, you know what I mean? They're loyal, you know. If somebody, you know, like makes a promise, you know, yeah, like they're gonna keep it. If somebody, you know, says that they're gonna do something, they're gonna do it. Yeah, somebody's cloaking themselves. Somebody's definitely, yeah, covering up something. Yep, somebody's being told, yeah, to use caution. Somebody's also, yeah, being told, you know, to, yeah, like, it says self-protection. Protect yourself. Somebody's curious out here. Somebody, you know, could be lighting a candle, you know, out of curiosity when it comes to somebody's life. But be aware, you know, of, yeah, like, yeah, so, like, going back to, you know, like, somebody being in a commitment, you know, and, or being in a relationship, you know, when somebody's like, oh, I'm serious about the commitment, but, yeah, like, they're creating illusions. Be aware of, yeah, like, somebody, you know, them getting somebody, you know, to lie for them, you know, to, yeah, like, cover them. Or, you know, like, cover for them. For somebody, it could go from, you know, like raining to snowing in some places. Something about, yeah, like severe weather, you know, or, yeah, like a big change when it comes to the weather. Or, you know, like, yeah, like stuff going on, you know, like in the world, you know, or even, you know, like if it's not in the world, you know, yeah, it's just like in the United States. Stuff is definitely, yeah, about to get bad, you know, for some people. Not just, you know, for whoever's energy I'm picking up on, but yeah, like as a country or as a, you know, as a world, you know, as a whole. But somebody definitely, yeah, needs to take heed to some type of, you know, like warning signs. Somebody needs to take, yeah, like needs to pay attention to some type of red flags. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be traveling. But there is somebody that definitely, yeah, could lie. And yeah, say that they're in it to win it, but they're really not. Somebody could say that they're invested, you know, but they're really not. Yeah. Somebody, you know, could just say, you know, that they want, you know, a commitment with somebody because they could look at somebody, you know, like as, you know, like good luck or good karma, you know. So this is, yeah, so energy vampires. This wouldn't be, you know, people, you know, that would be for somebody because, yeah, they want somebody to succeed, you know. They don't want to lie to somebody, you know. Wow. something quick is definitely, yeah, about to take place. But there's a sneaky individual out here. Or sneaky individuals. Yep. But somebody definitely, yeah, needs to, like, show gratitude to themselves. This is an Easter bunny. So something about, yeah, the resurrection. So I don't know, if some ancestors are being resurrected, or, this is like, like somebody's resurrection. So it's time, for somebody to, yeah, like, resurrect from the storms, yeah. I don't know. Something definitely, yeah, could be being brought back to life, or somebody, could, be brought back to life. This is like, like, yeah, like somebody, like, somebody, dying, or, yeah, like, something happens, and, yeah, like somebody saves somebody's life. So somebody, could be receiving some gratitude, for, like, saving their life. This could be, yeah, like somebody, showing gratitude, to, like Jesus, or to the Most High God, for, yeah, like their life. But it goes back to angel number 811, showing gratitude, yeah, will bring, manifestations quicker. But somebody possibly, yeah, after, something is revealed to them, if somebody, is in a commitment, yeah, like somebody possibly, yeah, is going to make the decision to, be single. Wow. There's also somebody, yeah, going back to that waiting energy. So somebody possibly, yeah, thought that somebody, was waiting on them, And I feel like that, yeah, like somebody, was in denial. They were sadly mistaken about somebody waiting on them. Or, yeah, like somebody, yeah, they were expecting somebody to wait on them. But, yeah, like somebody, could have gotten into some type of commitment. There could be somebody, that, yeah, like they, in something with somebody, and they expect somebody to wait on them. I feel like somebody, going back to angel number 811, somebody better do them and do it great. Do it like you never did you before. Because I feel like somebody, is on a whole nother level. I mean, the energy that I'm picking up, yeah, somebody's on a whole nother level. Somebody's on a, yeah, a very a higher level of vibration out here. Yeah, somebody has dreamed of, yeah, like a serious commitment. And I feel like, yeah, like that dream, yeah, it's just like a prayer, And so it's going to come true. Wow. We got arson or fire at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, somebody could leave a candle burning while they're asleep, and something, could catch on fire. That's for somebody, not everybody. But yeah, flame, new flame. So something about a new flame. So something new. But yeah, fire. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody possibly, yeah, could have a change of heart now. Now they want somebody, or now they want to be around somebody. Wow, we got warning, warning, warning. So people definitely, yeah, could have been warned, about like, yeah, like some type of, tower moment, or yeah, like some type of storm, coming. So, or yeah, there's people, being given, like several warnings. But this could be, like like when it comes to, like not just the country but the world in general, something could take place. Like a big storm, could take place, and yeah, like it's a power outage. There could be some people, that, yeah, like they could miss the warning, They could miss the warning. There's some people that aren't going to miss the warning. Because, yeah, the Most High God, is serious about, yeah, like keeping, the promise that was made. But it's also too because people, kept, like their promise to the Most High God, that they're going to, try to do, the right things, knowing that we can't do everything right, and so yeah, that's all, the Most High God can ask of us, yeah, some people are gonna miss the warning when it comes to, like something big that could take place, but this is also too, yeah, people were warned several times. People were warned several times to stop. Warned several times, to, if you're not serious, move around, yeah. This is about spiritual law. That's literally, yeah, what was in angel number 811, So yeah, treat people, how you want to be treated, yeah, don't lie, don't steal, even though those are commandments, those are in, those words are in, like the amongst the spiritual laws. I posted months and months ago the spiritual laws on the community board. So if y'all want to, look up the spiritual law or look into it, without going on Google, y'all can, go on the community board and find it on the community board. But some stuff is about to get serious for sure. Some stuff is about to get serious. For some people, not just, like I said, the energy that I'm picking up, but yeah, like for the world. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have staged an accident, or somebody definitely, yeah, could try to stage, like their death, or somebody, yeah, could have tried to stage somebody else's death, or try to stage an accident, to cause, yeah, harm to somebody else. And whoever this is, they definitely, yeah, could be, like walking around with a guilty conscience. So for somebody, yeah, like somebody, somebody possibly, yeah, could, be thinking, like dark thoughts when it comes to themselves. Yeah, but it's staged. So somebody is alive. So I don't know if somebody, done went to a whole nother country or whatever, because there is a boat right here. So something about, yeah. But I feel like somebody's also, yeah, like trying to escape karma. They're trying to escape this storm. They're trying to escape, yeah, this uncomfortability. Yeah, they possibly, yeah, could be trying to avoid some type of karma as well. I mean, excuse me, avoid some type of conflict. Somebody really, yeah, is trying to avoid karma, but you can't. Trying to run from, like God's wrath. You can't. Yeah, but there's somebody that, yeah, doesn't want the same thing as somebody. So it goes back to, yeah, somebody acting like they're serious about a commitment, but they're not. They're a liar. They're a snake. But this could be, like multiple people, not just one person. But when it comes to this stage accident or stage death, yeah, I feel like that could be, for somebody, not for, everybody. But somebody possibly, yeah, could be, like overthinking a decision. And it could be because, yeah, like, they lost. They lost. The decision that somebody could be overthinking could be to, yeah, to stage an accident or, yeah, like a death or something like that. Wow. We got a mother. So somebody's mother is involved. Somebody's mother could be involved, with, like doing some type of candle magic. Somebody's mother definitely, yeah, could be involved with some type of staged accident or some type of staged death. But, yep, there goes that Leo, that Aries, that Sagittarius. There could be a Leo, or Aries, or a Sagittarius that could be overthinking a decision. Yeah, because somebody definitely, yeah, wrecked their life. And, yeah, we got a fake leader out here. So I was picking up on, yeah, follower energy, yeah. Somebody's mother definitely, yeah, could be a fake leader. But it's something about, yeah, church. Because remember, I was picking up on church, gospel music, and, yeah, so it goes back to, yeah, who these people think they fooling. Who these people think that they fooling. And I'm, not just specifically talking about, yeah, the energy in this situation. I'm just talking about, yeah, these people, that, yeah, they go to church all day, every day. They stand up in front of the pulpit in front of all these people, and they say all this stuff. But then, yeah, like they, after they get out of church, yeah, they live a whole different lifestyle. The only people that they're fooling is the people, you know what I mean? That yeah, probably have more faith in them than they do in God. So there's people that, yeah, dragging people, yeah, to the dark abyss. And these people are people, you know, that, yeah, like people think that are stand-up people. They would never create illusions. They would never. Yeah, somebody's mama is messy and desperate. Or somebody is messy and desperate. So it could be whoever this is, you know, that, yeah, they're trying to avoid conflict, trying to avoid karma. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, mocks somebody behind their back. But it goes back to, yeah, I will not complain. And while somebody, you know, could be, you know, like, overthinking a decision, yeah, they could be self-medicating, you know, doing drugs, doing, you know, drinking alcohol. But something, yeah, could get caught on camera. Somebody possibly, yeah, could, I don't know, something about a camera in a home. There could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like, you know, like, mock somebody behind their back, you know, and, yeah, like, somebody catches it on camera. We got diffuse the situation. So somebody, you know, yeah, they're desperate to diffuse the situation. So they could be overthinking, you know, how to diffuse, you know, like a situation. But I just don't like this stage accident or this stage death. But it goes back to, yeah, poison. So with this drugs and alcohol, either somebody try to poison somebody with drugs or somebody try to poison somebody with alcohol. Or be aware, going back to, yeah, self-protection, protecting yourself. Yeah, we got a deadbeat father or mother. I mean, we got a mother out here, but yeah, somebody's deadbeat father or mother could be involved. But yeah, this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, mocks somebody, you know, talks about somebody. So yeah, this is somebody that could have, you know, like called somebody, you know, like a deadbeat father or mother. Yeah, and it could be because somebody was like, oh my God, being a parent, you know, is taking a toll. But somebody didn't complain, you know. They just, yeah, like, you know, expressing how they feel. So it goes back to angel number 811. Yeah, like somebody deserves to express how they feel, you know, without repercussions, you know, because somebody don't complain. But somebody don't want somebody to see this coming, whether good or bad. So, so somebody just needs to know that. So somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like, yeah, do candle magic, you know, to block, you know, something, you know, this could be, yeah, so to block somebody's intuition, you know, so that somebody, yeah, can't see what's going on. Yeah, cause some type of, you know, mental thing to go on with somebody, you know, sending irritation energy, you know, yeah, like to distract. Somebody definitely, yeah, lied about being in a relationship. So this could be, yeah, while somebody, you know, hollering about they're serious about a commitment with somebody, you know, yeah, they could have been in a whole nother relationship somewhere else. Somebody struggling with self-acceptance out here. And there definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, that could be telling, you know, like somebody's business and secrets to, yeah, whoever, you know, would want to listen. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have gotten caught on camera fishing for information. It could be somebody's mama. There's a deadbeat father or mother, you know, that could be fishing for information when it comes to, you know, like somebody. But somebody could also, yeah, like be, you know, like fishing for information as far as, you know, when it comes to, yeah, like this stage accident or, you know, like this stage death. So it could be, you know, like the investigator or, you know, it could be like other people. I don't know. Or, yeah, they're going to be. But there is somebody that, yeah, like is ready to commit. So I feel like that could be, yeah, like, you know, the right one for somebody. But be aware of, yeah, like somebody only wanting to diffuse a situation. So they're going to say that they're ready to commit, you know, but yeah, like they're a liar. Yeah. Somebody possibly, yeah, could say that they're ready to commit because they could be losing a home or selling a home. So going back to, yeah, like that arson and that fire, you know. But somebody definitely, yeah, wants to attach, you know, to somebody's energy. But, yeah, somebody knows, you know, like what they deserve. Somebody deserves, yeah, a serious commitment. Yeah, we got a fake leader out here. We got a fake leader, yeah, that wrecked their life. For somebody, yeah, this could be, you know, like a leader, you know, like of a church. This could be a leader of, you know, a cult, a coven. This could be a leader of a gang. I don't know. Be aware of, yeah, like a booby trap, or be aware, yeah, of like a setup. Somebody could be trying to, yeah, like tell somebody, you know, to, yeah, set me up with them, you know. But, yeah, like, nah, the Most High God has plans for somebody. And it ain't with whoever this is. Yeah, whoever this person is, they're about to take an L. Somebody's first, middle, last name definitely starts with an L. Or it's multiple people that, yeah, are about to take an L. They thought that, yeah, like somebody else was about to take the L because they were projecting some energy so that somebody, you know, would, yeah, like have struggles and hardships, feel insecure, lack faith, you know, yes, hold on to past issues, you know, all type of stuff. Yep, but we got running scared. So there could be somebody or some people that, yeah, they could be running scared because, yeah, they're taking an L. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be running scared to a whole nother, you know, like city, state, or country. Yep. But somebody could also be running scared because, yeah, like whatever, you know, they said, the lies, you know, the illusions that they created, yeah, they don't have no credibility. So whoever this is, yeah, nobody's taking them serious. Yep. We got tears of a clown. So, yeah, there's a clown running scared, crying. Because whoever this is, yeah, they're not genuine. Or somebody, yeah, somebody could be a Cancer. Or somebody could have Cancer in their chart. But, yeah, for somebody, yeah, this stage accident or this stage death definitely could have something to do with, yeah, like an insurance policy. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a B. Somebody's initials could be LB. Yeah. There's some people that definitely, yeah, they could have, you know, like, took an oath, you know, when it comes to, yeah, like living some type of cult life. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be trying to, you know, like run, yeah, like going back to the beginning, get going from dark to light. So, yeah, like trying to get out of a cult. But, yeah, like they've already made this agreement. But it goes back to, yeah, somebody, you know, no longer, you know, yeah, like, you know, wanted to be in the deal with the devil. But, yeah, like you didn't read the fine print. So it's kind of like, yeah, the only way you can get out is, yeah, like death or somebody else got to die, you know. And so, yeah, somebody, yeah. they didn't read the fine print. That, yeah, they didn't pay attention to the red flags, you know. But it's kind of too, yeah, like some people going back to the warning, yeah, like somebody, you know, could have been warned multiple times, you know, not to get involved, or, you know, they could have been warned, you know, yeah, they could have, so people could have told, you know, or somebody could have told them, you know, like, yeah, well, if you go read your Bible, you know, it tells you what happens, you know, when you know, like make deals with the dark, you know, or, yeah, somebody, you know, could have pointed them in a direction to get the information that they needed to not make a decision. But they made a decision anyway. Now they're running scared because they want out. Yep. There's somebody that definitely is using, you know, like people around them for their selfish reasons. And it could be, yeah, like whoever this is that keeps saying that, you know, trying to say that they're serious about, yeah, a commitment with somebody. Yeah, with a divine feminine. Somebody could be born in 1987. Yep. There definitely, yeah, could be some people, you know, that, yeah, they could have lied and said, you know, that somebody, you know, yeah, lives the cult life. But, yeah, these people don't have no credibility. They could have lied and said, yeah, they caught somebody on camera, you know, but they didn't. They did. Yeah, they possibly, yeah, could have caught, you know, like somebody's guardian angels on camera, that's for sure. But somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like they are surrounded by guardian angels. There could be, yeah, people could be running scared because of somebody's guardian angels. This is like somebody being protected by, yeah, Archangel Michael. We got text message. So somebody possibly, yeah, could receive a text message. Somebody definitely, yeah, could lie to somebody in text message. I feel like somebody's spiritual team is yeah, on some people's heads, or they're about to be on some people's heads. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could find out, like living the cult life is, yeah, like dangerous. But yeah, somebody's guardian angels, yeah, they can be a little dangerous. Yeah, going back to, yeah, Archangel Michael, coming in with all the angels, yeah, the spiritual army. Wow. There could be somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could be pointing fingers and placing blame, on one another. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, they're guilty. This is also, too, yeah, like people pointing fingers and placing blame on somebody else. Saying that, yeah, somebody else is guilty. And, like a divine feminine. Because that's who's out here. So this is like people, saying that a divine feminine is part of the cult life, but they're the ones that's lighting candles. They're the ones, done took an agreement. They're the ones that done drunk the poison. Yeah, whatever they done did, And this could be, yeah, like they were promised something, because on this card it says promise. But yeah, you got to read the fine print when you, yeah. On any document, on any deal, on any, yeah, you got to read the fine print. So I feel like these people, yeah, they try to blame it on somebody else as to why, yeah, like they're uncomfortable while they're going through this storm, Yeah, we got July. So something could take place by July. Somebody could be a Cancer or a Leo. A Cancer or Leo cusper. And then we got a divine masculine. Somebody, could come in contact with their divine masculine, and it could be by July. If somebody point, like text somebody, I feel like somebody, is going to try to play the blame game, because this person knows that, yeah, like they're guilty. Yeah, so there could be some type of heated argument that could take place. Somebody possibly, yeah, they could be, like avoiding, some type of conflict. So yeah, like, they could, possibly, yeah, like not even communicate with somebody. But we got an Aquarius. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be dishonest and manipulative for sure. But that's literally, yeah, what the Creating Illusions card is all about. Dishonesty and being manipulative. Yeah. But yeah, people definitely know somebody's name for sure. Or by July, people, are going to know somebody's name. There could be people, that, yeah, like could know somebody's name. Going back to, yeah, entertainer. Somebody could be an entertainer. It's something that somebody does to where, yeah, like, like people know somebody's name. Or yeah, like somebody could find out, So people, thought that somebody didn't have no credibility. And yeah, a lot of people know somebody's name because, yeah, like somebody's doing great things, in this country, for this world or whatever have you. Somebody's first or last name could start with an O. Somebody's name could be Bo. Something about low. On the low. Yeah, there could definitely be somebody that could be having nightmares. Or people, yeah, could be having nightmares. But I feel like this is about, yeah, like what they were involved in. So be aware, because, yeah, somebody possibly, yeah, could be coming in, like trying to beg somebody. This could be beg to help somebody, This could be, but I feel like, yeah, somebody just needs to be aware. Yeah. When somebody or some people, could have found out that, like a lot of people know somebody's name. So this is like somebody, you're having a social media platform. And so like these people didn't know that somebody had a social media platform. And so they found out, but they found out that, yeah, somebody, has, a lot of people, that, yeah, they have subscribed to them or they follow them. Yeah, they swore up and down that it was fake news. But these are the same people that, yeah, like spread fake news about somebody. Yeah, we got a cyber bully. So there could be a cyber bully that could be running scared now. And it could be because, yeah, a crime has been solved. Yeah, somebody's limited edition out here. We got a Gemini, so there's a Gemini involved. For somebody, yeah, somebody could find out that, yeah, like somebody definitely, yeah, could have been set up. It could have been, a masculine energy. Or, yeah, by July, somebody's going to find out that somebody set somebody up. It's a masculine energy, they could have gotten set up. And it could be, yeah, by a jealous sibling. We got an Aries, Taurus, Cusper. So there's an Aries, Taurus, Cusper involved. And then we have Secret Society. So we got Cult Life and we got Secret Society. On this card, it says oath, agreement, pledge, promise. Somebody is involved in something, but yeah, they're a fake ass leader. We got yeah, heavy Aries out here. Something about, yeah, online. Yeah, we got a Cancer. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a E. I feel like somebody's about to receive some personal details. And I feel like that somebody possibly, yeah, they're not going to be, surprised about the information. But going back to the beginning of the message, yeah, somebody stays ready so that they don't have to get ready. We got war. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have, they wanted some type of war. But it goes back to, yeah, somebody losing, losing the battle, losing the war or whatever. Wow. I'm also picking up too, because I'm seeing a lot of kids out here. So something about somebody's kids, but these could be teenagers, they could, get themselves into a sticky situation. But yeah, somebody's guardian angels, yeah, if their parent is protected, then yeah, the kids are protected. Yeah. And somebody's guardian angels are definitely, yeah, surrounding them for sure. But as above, so below. So yeah, if there's a spiritual war going on above, yeah, there's some type of war going on below. So there could be people, that yeah, they could have, like, yeah, lit a candle on somebody, could have, yeah, like spiritually attacked somebody, and so yeah, somebody's guardian angels definitely, yeah, could have brought it, yeah, to the physical. So people, yeah, could start seeing, like, yeah, like ancestors, angels and carrying on. Yeah, we got a Leo, a Aries, Sagittarius, heavy. Somebody definitely wants to catch up with somebody so that they can have a one-up on somebody. But yeah, there's some negative energy that's definitely, yeah, going back to the sender. And there's also somebody, that could be hesitant to open up because they know that the truth, can cause some type of blow up. Somebody also needs to change the way that they see something. Or yeah, like it's about to change the way somebody sees somebody. But yeah, something is taking a toll, or some stuff is taking a toll on somebody or some people. Yeah, they're stuck in the mud. They're stuck in the mud and they want somebody to show them the way, but they done already made a commitment, Yeah, with the dark. Or, yeah, like with those that, So yeah, somebody definitely is being told to protect their energy. So somebody could be stuck in the mud and they could be trying to do some type of, candle magic, to, pull on somebody's energy. Somebody definitely needs to protect their energy from, people, creating illusions, lying, But somebody possibly could want, to get close to somebody. I don't like the stage death and the stage accident. But we got a Leo. So, yeah, there's a Leo involved. Somebody also needs to protect, like their kids. Somebody's finances could be being looked into. Or there's somebody, that definitely, could be trying to look into somebody's finances. Wow. Yep. Somebody needs to protect their energy because, there's a bad apple that spoiled a whole bunch out here. So whoever this bad apple is, they spoiled a whole lot of people. And I feel like, this is like, somebody, not, so going against some type of oath or some type of agreement. And so, like it gets everybody in trouble. So, the person that made the deal with the devil, they didn't read the fine print that, like if you go against this, this deal, then, we got to mess with your kids, we got to, cause your mama, to, like get in a big ass accident, yada, yada. Wow. Whoever this is, they're stuck in the mud. This person, they don't see their wrongdoings. They're stuck in the matrix. Not only are they stuck in the mud, they're stuck in the matrix. There's also, a sick feminine energy out here. So somebody definitely, needs to protect themselves from a sick feminine energy. This feminine energy could be sick from, whatever, energy, that they were trying to, project somebody's way. Somebody's mad that somebody means what they say and saying what they mean. So somebody's mad because, like somebody chooses to tell the truth. They don't choose to lie, Somebody allows their yeses to be yes and no's to be no, So somebody could be mad because somebody told them no. So somebody, could have went against somebody because somebody told them no. Or somebody, could have went against somebody because somebody didn't want to be with them. To only turn around, and want to run back to somebody. But we got third eye chakra. So somebody definitely, could have been lighting a candle, so that, to try to block somebody's third eye. This is also too so that somebody, like can't pick up, on energy. Not when it comes to, like blocking the third eye, but like when it comes to, like somebody picking up on energy. Somebody was trying to, stop somebody from doing that as well. But somebody is being told, like to keep pushing forward, especially, like when facing obstacles. Yep. Because whoever this is, they're spiritually in debt. So not only are they stuck in the mud, they're stuck in the matrix as well. And they're spiritually in debt. So you know what that is? Karmic debt that needs to be paid. We got a Capricorn Aquarius cusper. So somebody possibly, could be a Capricorn Aquarius cusper. Or, like somebody needs to, protect their energy from a Capricorn Aquarius cusper. Yep. But somebody's not playing games. I feel like, whoever, this message, could be resonating with is not playing games. But I definitely do feel like like somebody's guardian angels are not playing games. Somebody's spiritual team is not playing games. And people possibly know it or they're about to find out. And they're about to be in a panic. They're about to be in panic mode. We got invasion of privacy. So, while somebody, spiritually in debt, they need to be focused on, that instead of, like trying to invade somebody's privacy. But this could also be too invasion, of like somebody's spiritual privacy. But it's the act of intruding on someone's private life or information without their consent. This definitely could have something to do with, you know, like somebody looking into somebody's finances. I don't know what this is, y'all, but yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, their dreams, you know, will definitely, yeah, reveal something very important to them. So this is like, yeah, like somebody's spiritual team, you know, the Most High God, yeah, revealing some important stuff, you know, that somebody needs to know. This definitely has something to do with, yeah, like protecting, you know, like somebody's energy. There's a Debbie Downer out here. Somebody is sad, low vibing, and negative. Yeah, they're dead weight. Yep. But there's also somebody that, yeah, they could be in a panic because, yeah, they spread fake news. They spread lies. And it's because, yeah, they were craving attention. This is also somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they could have invaded somebody's privacy because, yeah, they were craving attention. They did all this to crave attention. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a U. Yeah. Somebody, yeah, try to manipulate their way to the top. So they, yeah, wanted to control, you know, like some type of narrative, you know, like to get their way. But it goes back to, yeah, a fake leader. Whoever this fake leader is, it's giving me, yeah, like, I don't know, gang, cult, secret society, you know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be on their life path. Somebody's life path could be in number 8. But yeah, manifestation. Yeah, angel number 811. We talked about manifestation, you know, with that angel number. But we have a Libra. So there's a Libra involved. A Leo involved. There could be multiple people that, yeah, like could be in a panic. Or they're going to be. Yep. But there are some people that, yeah, they have a unclean reputation. There's also, yeah, some people, you know, that could have spread lies, you know, yeah, fake news about somebody having an unclean reputation. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a W. Somebody definitely, yeah, could make some type of false police reports. So somebody, yeah, just needs to be aware of that. But we have court arraignment, so somebody, you know, could receive, you know, some information about, you know, like court arraignment. But this could be, yeah, I feel like it's physical court. There's also somebody that, yeah, they have sexuality issues. So somebody definitely, yeah, needs to protect their energy, you know, from somebody, you know, that has sexuality issues. And I'm not saying protect your energy, you know, from like, you know, like somebody that knows who they are. A sexuality issue is not good. Either you like, you know, what you like, or, yeah, you have that issue when you keep it over there, because it's kind of giving me, you know, like somebody that, yeah, like they'll say that, you know, they want a commitment with somebody, you know, of the same, you know, of the different sex, but then, you know, yeah, like they go behind, you know, the person's back, yeah, and they sleep with the same sex, and that could be why, yeah, somebody's sick out here, that sick feminine energy. Whew. But yeah, ain't no, whoever this is, they ain't running nothing but their mouth. Somebody, you know, could have, yeah, lied, you know, and said that somebody has, you know, sexuality issues. But, yeah, I feel like that somebody, you know, could be in a panic because, yeah, like, they could be being exposed. Yep. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be involved with some dirty money. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to clean up, you know, like their dirty money. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have made false reports about somebody, you know, and being involved with some dirty money. But whoever this person is, yeah, they could have done all this, you know, not only to crave attention, but they know karma is upon them. Yep. And somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they're irreplaceable. There is some negative energy that definitely, yeah, is going back to the sender, for sure. Yeah, I just saw the spiritual lineup card. There are some people that definitely, yeah, could be ashamed to face somebody as well. We got a false birth certificate, so somebody, you know, could have used a false birth certificate to do something illegal. Or it goes back to, you know, when we picked up, you know, somebody, you know, you know, having a talk with their kid, you know, about, yeah, like a parent not being theirs or whatever. Yeah. But whoever these people are, yeah, somebody needs to protect their energy from these people, because these people, yeah, they were trying to interfere with God's work. And so, you know who they got a problem with? Yeah, the Most High God. Yeah, these people ain't running nothing but their mouth. So these people were, they were trying to interfere with somebody, you know, doing God's work, or yeah, with God, you know, like working on, you know, like somebody, or yeah, pushing somebody into, you know, the work that needs to be done. Somebody's uncle could be involved. Somebody's uncle definitely, yeah, could have been trying to interfere with God's work. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to protect their energy from all these people. Yeah, somebody's uncle could have issues, you know, with dependency. Somebody's uncle, you know, could, yeah, like get into some type of public brawl. Somebody's uncle could have sexuality issues. Yeah. At the end of the day, if people, you know, want to know how somebody knows, you know, what they know, yeah, somebody's being told, you know, like to keep these people guessing. So people could be trying to figure out how somebody knows some stuff. But people's always trying to figure out, you know, how, you know, the gifted, you know, could be, you know, finding out some stuff. They need to take it up with the Most High God. We got a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. There could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio that has issues with dependency. There could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. They could have some type of legal situation. There's some negative energy going back to the sender. The sender, you know, could be, yeah, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. There could be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio that definitely, yeah, could be trying to, you know, like interfere, you know, with God's work. There's a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio that possibly, yeah, could find out that somebody's never alone. There could be a, yeah. Yeah, there could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio that try to manipulate their way to the top, and they could have tried to, you know, like control, you know, the narrative to get their way. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could have, you know, like gaslit somebody to create self-doubt. But all these people are spiritually in debt. Somebody has already paid off their, you know, their karmic debt. There could be, you know, some people, you know, that somebody is being told to protect their energy from. You know, they could be trying to, yeah, attach to somebody's energy, or stay attached to somebody's energy, you know, to, yeah, so that somebody, you know, would be, you know, half responsible for, you know, their spiritual debt that they have. Yep, but there's people, yeah, their stories don't match up. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to make financial decisions, you know, like to save themselves now. But yeah, that's what we've been talking about since the beginning of the message. Self-improvement time. So yeah, while somebody, you know, is focusing on themselves, yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that the trash will be taken out for them. All the people that chose to not hear somebody or undervalue somebody, yeah, I feel like it's time for, you know, somebody to value themselves. Yeah, North Node is the way to go. There's also somebody that possibly, yeah, could get locked up. And they ain't getting out. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.